What's a good name for a detective?
Alistair. Yeah.
Mystery.
Alistair Alabaster.
Alistair Alabaster works as well. Hi, welcome to Virtually Real. This is Brad, and he came over to solve a murder.
Space Weasel. Don't climb on the dead whale. Polygon retro fish. Right, so we turn into fish when we dream. That's cool.
Done.
Sweet, I feel underqualified, but let's do this. Ooh.
Ordinarily, super.
Is there a bar in this game?
Hey, Brad, thanks for coming over today.
You're very welcome.
Now,
Thanks for having me.
we put you on DYSCHRONIA. What were your first impressions?
Visually, very pleasing. Like that anime style is really kind of interesting. It's a bit of fun. Lots of colors. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Now, this is a kind of a narrative-driven detective mystery.
Yeah,
where
very narrative-driven.
You have to actually kind of solve the crime. Did that work for you?
I didn't quite get to any point where I had a choice to like investigate one direction or another. It was kind of linear for that first part until you understand how to play the game. But it was it definitely forked off in many different directions. So it kept your interest in that way because you kind of like think, oh, I could go over there, or maybe I could go and try and investigate who this person is, where'd the body go, those kind of things.
What's happening?
What's happening indeed? Whoa. Kinda do want to try and climb on this thing though.
Hide behind me.
Get behind me, Lily. Creepy little blue-footed weirdo.
Same old Hal. Falling asleep during your test.
Typical
Seriously?
me. Hey there, ordinary human. Initiate communication sequence. There we go.
Thanks to Kairos, the residents can take part in one collective identity.
That sounds like a slippery slope. I reckon he'll pull through. He looks just like that guy from earlier.
The professor died?
It had a few different functions. You could enter AD, which was like the dream consciousness,
Yep.
which was quite beautiful with all the fish
Yeah.
and the floating whales. So you
Yeah,
can
that was
access
good.
that and talk to people.
Yeah.
But you can also access memories from the past if you
Yeah.
find certain objects.
Yeah.
And with those two things and you actually existing in the reality as well, you start to piece together basically what the story is.
Yeah, and it utilizes all three of those things. Like you have to do the shared dream thing to be able to like get insights from other people that have seen things, and then you also have to do the whole item memory thing, and those all interconnect to give you proper clues.
I mean, who puts the credits at the start? Unskippable?
Supervisor aptitude level
Yes.
A+.
A+. Fantastic. I'm nailing this.
You are hereby officially approved as a special
Fantastic.
supervisor.
Pay raise, I assume? Ah. Now what do I do? Oh.
The right bracelet is equipped with scanning
Cool.
functionality.
Okay, cool. Magic bracelets. They really went all in on this whole dreaming thing.
That way you'll be able to protect them all when the time
That
comes.
seems like a lot of responsibility. Sweet, let's go solve a mystery.
So here's the big question. What was the story?
Oh, it was actually pretty in depth. Like it crammed a lot of like backstory into the first hour. But as far as I can tell, some kind of utopian society where there was some kind of calamity. The founder of the city died. His body disappeared. You got to try and figure out what what happened. And then they got the whole variant subplot thing going on as well, where you're a metahuman or like a genetically augmented human or something like that.
Landing a murder case right after joining the Bureau?
Just lucky, I guess. This guy doesn't seem too worried that there was a murder. Oh, come on, bro, let me go outside. Oh, fantastic. Thank you for letting me go outside.
Inaugurated just 5 minutes ago.
Ooh, Fish Town again. Not allowed up there. Ooh, I definitely want to go up in that door. Yeah, I might have been kind of ignoring what the instructions were saying and just running around willy-nilly. It's in my instinct to just go to the places I'm not supposed to.
12 years.
Hi.
Whoa there! Watch where you're going.
I apologize.
Where are you from? What's your name?
Yeah, what's your
with all
damn
the
name?
questions?
Where'd my badge go?
I lost me badge.
Hey, stop right there! Ah, damn it!
Chow. You dropped the ball, Ash. Lost your badge.
There's a lot going on, and you play for about an hour, and just at the point where you were, it does start to open up a little bit, and you get a little bit more kind of investigative, rather than having all of the backstory. But it does kind of remain that to the core, where you're definitely playing the game. There are VR elements where you're opening doors by putting your hands on things and having to.
Yeah, I always forget that. I'm trying to like click it as if there's a button on the remote where I actually have to put my hand up.
Yeah. That's yet again VR gaming versus flat gaming. Well, I get it with everybody that's a flat game. They're like, button. It's like, no, just
use your fingers. Yeah, use your hand.
Just push it.
Yeah.
So, did the narrative work for you? Were you interested to see where the story went?
I was, but I didn't like that floating little raccoon girl.
It's the most annoying.
Yeah.
She's got like a 1K frequency in her voice that's just like
pain in the butt. Like that kind of railroady, that train tracks kind of feeling, which every game has at the start to learn how to play it. I was definitely ready to start like making my own decisions and taking my own turns there.
Haha, birds. Yeah, chase the birds. Talk to the ghosts. Eh. Ooh, everyone already knows. Who was it? Yep, seems irresponsible to give me this job.
You should have no trouble.
Music is cool in this game. Go for a dome ride. Oh, there's that rat thing from earlier. Whoa.
At least, I heard that's how things were.
I don't buy it. Someone's lying to me.
Personally, I like that sort of game. When I played it, I was quite into it. The only thing I didn't really like was every time he went and it just gets up 4 doors and it's like, oh, there's another button press there. And I would have liked it to just flow a lot more and play, because it's like being in part of a movie story, and I just like it all to flow like that. Like, it was quite disjointed every time you had to turn around and click, and I would have preferred it. I think it would have worked better if they just let it flow, because you're there observing. You're not doing anything else or concentrating on anything else.
Yeah, that's right. Or even like being able to have observed conversations, like get 2 other characters to kind of like do the dialogue between the 2 of them, and you can wander around. And that's actually the one thing that I didn't like, probably out of all of it, was that I couldn't move while dialogue was happening. I would have much preferred to be able to wander around and like look at everything.
Yeah, at least you'd be doing something rather than just be stood there on the spot. I mean, look, we did make you stand up for this game.
Yeah.
And if we could have give you it's the kind of game where you could actually kind of sit down and play it as well, because it doesn't tend to there's no benefit to standing up. You could have just sat down and actually kind of observed the whole thing going on.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Ash seems even more
gloves.
distracted than usual today.
Oh. Sweet. Do some sweet glove memories. No, she can stay in the pod. All right, you little dweeb, come out of there.
I'm up! Look at me go! Aren't you proud of me?
Not particularly.
My update finished this morning. I've got even brainier.
Sweet.
If you don't give me a head rub, I'm gonna tell
gonna put you back in that freaking box. Get out of here. Go away. Scram. There. Oh, God.
See, that wasn't so hard, was it?
It honestly was. Everyone's a suspect.
Clear her name. You know about Martha, don't you?
I'm sure you'll tell me.
When you were little.
Let's talk about the sound design. Did you like the music?
Yeah, actually did. Yeah, the music was quite good. It had that kind of like jazz lounge bar kind of like old school 50s detective kind of thing going on, but new, modernized.
And what I did love, I love the fact that they did for most of the time, apart from annoying flying squirrel pink girl, that they had a lot of dialogue that was actually read rather than you just having to sit there and watch and read. I think if you had to just read that text and it still be the same game, it would have made it a lot more tedious, I feel. I appreciated the voice acting and stuff like that.
Yeah, the voice acting wasn't distracting. I wouldn't say it was like fantastic, but when it's like subpar, it's kind of distracting to have like bad voice acting. This was definitely on point.
To the lab. Ah. Beep. Beep. Unlawful entry.
This place. It's so weird.
It's a bit strange.
This is the first time I've been here in 3 years too, mister.
Didn't ask you.
Scan the hologram to view it.
Ooh. Do a thing.
What's this?
What's this? Back of his neck. Something. Erp.
I see.
Okay, so this game is $60 on the PlayStation Store for all 3 episodes, or you can buy the episode singularly. I think to buy one episode, it's about $24. Value for money?
Well, with the price that games are at the moment, yeah, probably. Like
VR games do tend to be a bit cheaper because, yet again, they don't tend to be as long. You don't get. It's very rare that you'll get a 40-hour or 60-hour campaign and stuff like that in VR.
Yeah, they're not kind of at that big long form RPG state yet.
What's that do? Aha. Serious stab wounds.
What could it be?
Something in his pocket.
Your investigation log status has been updated. Your report will be sent to the Bureau.
Lovely.
Good work, Hal. Keep it up.
Thanks, Lily.
Why?
What's wrong, mister?
I'm thirsty.
Weird. What does it mean?
Well, we do this at the end of every Virtually Real. We have one thumb for game. Was the game good? And another thumb for would you buy and play the game? So, and you can have variants of your thumbs to variance degrees. So,
the dials.
yeah, show us your thumbs. What do you give it?
I'm going to go about here.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to give it, I really like this type of game, so I'll give it a thumbs up. And price-wise, it's possibly a little bit overpriced because it's not a full game as such. It is more of a kind of experience, a story that you kind of watch because it doesn't branch off too much. Well, memberships are now live on the channel, so if you want to see Brad's full playthrough of DYSCHRONIA, then for the price of a cup of coffee every month, you can not only see Brad, but all my other friends that come over to play VR, so hours and hours and hours of VR content. All that's left to say is thank you, Brad, for coming over and playing DYSCHRONIA.
You're very welcome.
Thank you at home for watching. Stay virtually real. Bye. So what do you call a detective that solves a case accidentally?
What?
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes. All right.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Take that one. I didn't see it coming, so.
Do you have one?
I do, yeah.
Go on.
I recently entered into a pun competition. I put in 10 puns and I was sure that at least one pun would win, but no pun in 10 did.
Great. This is why I do the jokes. Actually, I like that one. So that point is moot.